Welcome back everybody, Joe here from Jojo Coco Studio. Today we're going to be checking out the Zadak MOAB, or the MOAB, or the Mother of All Bombs 2. Now this particular pre-built system was launched at the Computex 2018, and fortunately I didn't have a chance to check out the booth because I just didn't have that much time. But luckily at the local event here in Bangkok, Thailand, the Commat Joy 2018, Zadak brought their cool MOAB 2 build here. So I was fortunate that I got some really cool shots about it, and I actually studied it when I came back and did some more research. And guys, I have to be honest, the more research I did about this build, the more interested I am. Actually, that's why I'm making a video. So let's jump right in. So right off the bat, you can see that this particular build, it's an open air case. So nothing that is going to be covering the hardware. All the dust will probably gather around, but that's fine. Some people like that and some people don't like it. I personally like it because I normally clean my PCs anyway, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, as I mentioned earlier, it is a pre-built system by Zadak, and obviously there's a custom water cooling loop inside. It's a very innovative design. We'll definitely talk about that very soon. It has an i7 8700K, a 1080 Ti graphics card, Zadak RGB 16 or 32 gigabytes, I'm not exactly sure, but 2 RAM sticks, and a really nice looking RGB CPU water block. That is definitely a RGB, addressable RGB, guys. And at the base, you can see that there's a really nice low profile RGB at the base. So looks very futuristic and very sci-fi-ish design. So there's 3 areas I want to talk about, and we'll start off with the left side of the case. Obviously there's the motherboard, and the motherboard is actually a micro ATX. That's why they can make this build quite compact. I believe it is a Asus Strix motherboard, and underneath the motherboard there is a graphics card which is mounted vertically, which of course I think the trend these days is mounting the graphics card vertically, right? And definitely it will save a lot of space instead of mounting it traditionally onto the motherboard. And on the other side, which is the right side, as you can see here, this is the custom radiator. And man, look at the fan grill, guys. It's it looks really nice. It's made out of aluminum. Oh, and by the way, sorry, I forgot to mention, this whole case, this whole build is nearly all aluminum. Just to let you know. So anyways, yeah, back to the radiator. Apparently this radiator is custom made as well, specifically for this case. And at the bottom of the radiator, you can see a power supply, which is relatively small, so I'm guessing it's a SFX, not a normal ATX power supply. Moving on to the front side, as you can see that it's a very angular design, and I really love the silver and black. It kind of gives a more of a neutral or monotone, so that most people can like it. Instead of using red, yellow, or green, there's too much character in those colors. So it's a pretty good move that they chose silver and black. The really interesting thing about this case or this build is that when you switch it on, you have to put your finger, you have to slide your finger downwards to turn it off or on. And they call it the capacitive switch, which looks really cool. I mean, it's not like one of those traditional buttons that you switch on and off. This is you use your fingers to just swipe down. And of course, it's very obvious. You can check out the real-time temperatures because they have a nice looking LCD on the right hand side. I'm not exactly sure if you can change modes that you can monitor the CPU or the graphics card, but I'm pretty sure for now that is the CPU temperature. So you might be asking, wait a minute, Joe, you said that this is a custom water cooling loop, but why is there only two tubes? I don't understand. I don't understand as well. Where's everything else? Where's all the tubes? Where are all the cool bends and stuff? Now, this is where the innovation kicks in that Zadak has done here, and they actually patent this as well. So behind all this magic is this really awesome water distribution block made out of aluminum, which is approximately 10 millimeters thick. And obviously it separates between the left and the right side. But what is really interesting about this is that they use aluminum so that it acts as a heat sink as well. So all that water inside reduces all this heat from the water, which is great. And also, you know what, instead of having a lot of tubes and a lot of fittings, which of course it will increase the risk of leaking and all that, it reduces all those traditional tubes and bending tubes as well, because some of you know that bending tubes might be a big hassle, if you know what I mean. So in order to understand what is going on behind this black aluminum plate, Zadak has created an acrylic version so that we can see what is going on behind the scenes. And as you can see here, this is the entire reservoir. There's like I think 8 ports. There's 2 G1/4 thread ports for the CPU, 2 for the graphics card, 2 for the radiator, and of course there's a normal straight tube on the right hand side. At the top of the straight tube, you can see that there's like a fill port as well, so that's where you put in all the water. And at the bottom of the pump, there's actually a drain as well, but I think it's not a drain valve, it's just like a normal stop plug. And speaking about the pump, the water circulated with a DDC pump. So of course, instead of using a D5, which is a lot bigger, they're using a DDC just to have it more of a slim profile. So what do you guys think? Do you guys like this pre-built system? I mean, definitely there are some limitations because you can have only one graphics card and a SFX power supply. Of course, you know, sometimes you might have to overclock like your graphics card or your CPU. You might need a little bit more wattage of that. So I think the most you can get is like around 650 watts on a Seasonic. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on that. But overall, I really do like this pre-built system. It's definitely prone to like leakage because there's less tubes, and also like it's just the design of this aluminum block. It's great. It just makes water cooling so much more compact and very slim. I do like it. When will it be released? Now I personally don't know, and I haven't talked to any of Zadak marketing team. But if I do know, I'll put it down in the comments below. And last but not least, the price, guys. The price, I am not 100% sure as well, but I heard it is $4,000. $4,000 for this pre-built system. Now, don't forget, this is a really small system, very compact, and it's super unique. It's not normal where you can just make it yourself. It's highly customized. That's what I can say. Especially with that aluminum block, that's a pretty good solution for having a really compact water-cooled system. So guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below, and if you like this video, don't forget the like button and subscribe if you haven't. Don't forget to press the notification bell as well, and I guess I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, and by the way, if you want to check out my Computex videos that I did like a few weeks ago, you can check out these square boxes right here. All right, so I guess catch you guys later. Bye.